Hi, and thank you for joining me for this timeless pick a card reading on what the person you're thinking about at the moment is feeling for you at this time. This is a timeless reading, so it doesn't matter when you watch this reading. Hopefully there's a message in it for you. It is also a collective reading, so just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And there'll be a timestamp below, so you can drop down into your intuition and choose from groups 1, 2, or 3, and go straight to the group that you have chosen. So you don't have to watch the whole thing if you don't want to, or you can watch the whole thing, it's up to you. So yeah, in a moment I'll do an overhead shot and you can choose your group. And also just a warning, if there is something that comes up that is a bit uncomfortable, yeah, just because it is what they're feeling. So just maybe really feel into if you really do want to know or not, and maybe don't watch if you don't want to know, and there might be a different topic that suits maybe what you need to ask right now. So yeah, but again, just take what resonates and leave what doesn't, and I'll see you at the start of your group. Okay, thank you, bye. Group 1, 2, or 3. If you need a few more moments, pause this. If not, I will see you at the start of your reading. This is for everyone who picked group number 1. The pole card you picked from is 7 of Wands. But I'm going to read your tarot first. So we've got 7 of Swords, the Tower, 4 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, the Moon, Queen of Cups, 10 of Wands, King of Pentacles, and 10 of Swords. Okay. Okay, so this pick a card is on what your person is feeling right now. So I think at the moment they've been through some sort of betrayal, whether this be between your connection or in a previous connection, and they're feeling like, or they've had to transform, jump tower, recreate. This transformation is for a higher purpose. There's like this crown at the top. So I feel like in the future, it's sort of, this transformation is really going to bring them a lot of prosperity and financial sort of success. I just feel that when I just noticed it when it came out a lot, the crown. So I sort of feel like, yeah, if this is like the person you're thinking of, I think the crown's going to come with them. So I just keep going through. But yeah, they've been through a lot. And this plays heavily on their mind. They find it really hard to open their heart. They don't find it very easy at the moment to receive a lot. And this is what's lying underneath sort of all these betrayals and things that have happened. These are situations that have come in to bring energy in, but this is sort of this is what these energies have brought in and left, and they've left a feeling of not being able to receive at the moment. So you might find your person, even if you are in the connection with them at the moment, they're just not receiving they find it hard, no matter like how much love you give them, they will struggle to absorb it. It's just where they are right now. They are in a state where they're going to have to they're transmuting this energy at the moment, so they're going to come out of this definitely. This isn't where they're always going to be, but at the moment, they don't have a lot to give. They desire to, they find this connection beautiful, really beautiful and supportive. They do desire to have great communication and really good flow back in the connection, or if it is just starting, like to start that up, that is something that they definitely want to bring in. They also do want to bring in a deeper emotional connection, which is really nice. And I do think that this is just a little bit down the track for them. So if they're more in this sort of friend state, they do want to bridge it into something that is a bit more deeper and a little bit more, deeper, romantic, definitely. There is still this little bit of this moon energy hanging over them, but so maybe it's actually a full moon tonight while I'm doing this reading, but it doesn't matter when you watch this reading, but maybe the next full moon, there just would have been a lot of growth done by them. I'd say that they're just in a more stable place to sort of start receiving, and then, you know, turn that into more giving as well, and getting the connection a little bit deeper. So that's good. I do feel like this person at the moment, if you do feel like they're not opening their heart, or they just are a little bit weighed down with things at the moment, I definitely see that they're just transforming their energy, and they do desire to sort of have this deeper commitment. It's just a little bit hard at the moment. There is 10 of Wands, which is completion, which is lovely. So they are coming to sort of an end of something that has definitely burdened them and weighed them down. Maybe something financially. Maybe they're wrapping something up financially, a business, settling something that they had to sell, downsizing, something like this, something that doesn't actually put more stress on them. It sort of depletes stress away from them, and it will give them a bit more financial freedom in a way. Yeah. So they're definitely, like, this transformation, they're definitely sort of coming through this transformation, sort of going through what has happened in the past, seeing what they want, and they do want to come out of it. And then we have 10 of Swords as their completion card. So this is another, or it is their last card, but it is also a completion card because it's 10. And Swords really represent like that mental mind game being sort of over. You sort of have to lay down and surrender to it. This energy can be really hard to get through. Just that dark sky, it is really heavy energy. This is, you know, that's like a burden to carry. It's the same thing. They're both quite heavy cards at the end. So I'd say this person has a lot of self-growth to go through. I'd say that they don't have a lot to give at the moment. They do desire to definitely get there one day. Their umbrella card is 7 of Wands, which is defense. So they're very, you know, after these hard situations, they've just got their guard up. So whether this be with something that happened with you guys in the connection, or if this happened before, a lot of people, even if it did happen in your connection, I mean, a lot of people carry patterns over from lots of relationships. So it could have been just something that's just keeps happening and happening and happening. We'll see more in your oracle cards as well. But I do feel like this person is on a little bit of a journey to become, like, to sort of let go, maybe downsize a little bit, like free themselves up and come more into their power. Yeah, I definitely recommend you step into your power. And this might be, if you are in still the relationship with them, that's fine. Like, just really focus on yourself. Sometimes people do need these times to grow, and it can be really hard. So really try and just get all that nourishment from yourself and grow yourself, and see if you are, you know, vibrating at that same energy when you guys do come back around, or when things do pan out. It can quite often help, you know, your partner, or, you know, the person that you are in a connection with, get through their growth as well. So yeah, just really focus in on yourself. But yeah, we'll look at your oracle cards. So your sacral chakra, beautiful. Moving on. Intuition, coming into your power, share yourself. Okay, so your sacral chakra is just below your belly button, like a hand's width, maybe, like this way, below your belly button. And it's orange. So this is beautiful. This is like beautiful, passion, really creative energy. So if you are quite a creative person, really get back into what really drives you and makes you thrive. And if your person's quite creative, like, maybe suggest these things to them for them to have a creative outlet as well, and just really get that solar plex back, you know, back in your vibration a lot. You know, start living from there, and you could just imagine orange light, or you could even imagine your person with orange light there, which is really cool. Like, just to get everything kind of flowing and all those creative, you know, all that creative stuff going again. With your person too, like, you also have moving on. So with this energy, like, around you and your person's connection, you guys might be on a break or need to take a break, definitely. With this card, I don't necessarily think it has to be the end, but it definitely says that you see that light in front of you, that's where you have to go. And there you find what feels good, not standing back here. Because back here it's unsure. And back here we don't make wholehearted decisions. So they're sort of saying, really step into your power, even if you are, you know, like, still, you know, in this relationship or whatever, you know, but they're just saying, really just step back into your power and just start living for you, and just start moving into what you really love. Any true connection can't be broken by, you know, fulfilling yourself. That's not how, you know, energy works. So we often thrive more when we are in our power and get drawn closer together, which is really nice. And your intuition, you know, is on track. So if you have been feeling like, you know, this is a bit stagnant, I do need to, like, I need a bit of fresh air. I need to, you know, this doesn't necessarily mean see other people, or, like I said, this might be a friendship, or, you know, it just might mean that you need to use your intuition. So if it feels good to go for a walk, go for a walk. If it feels good to sit on the lounge, sit on the lounge. It doesn't matter what it is. There's no right or wrong. You just use what feels good. And it's just sort of saying your intuition is, you know, it's coming through, and it's coming through really clearly, and not distorted, because sometimes our intuition can get distorted, but it's just saying, yep, it's good. Like, what you're feeling is good. If you're feeling like, okay, cool, I need to step back right now and just let them go, do that. Or if you sort of feel like, okay, I'm going to write some things out and give it to them, and, you know, say to them, you know, when you know, this is how I'm feeling. I hope one day we can get to this. I understand you might have stuff to get through, or, you know, whatever it might be. You don't have to write that. I'm just sort of giving examples of ways you can sort of express your intuition and follow your intuition and feel good about it. And then you've got coming into your power. And I feel like by following your intuition, so like sort of moving into your own intuition, then you're going to move into your own power, which is really cool, because then you just naturally start living it. It kind of becomes effortless, and it is really nice energy to come from. And you have share yourself. So this might be really nice. So if this connection has got a little bit pigeonholed, open yourself back up to your friends and your community. You know, whatever makes your heart sing. Just really start enjoying life. And I do think this connection has potential in it. I do think your person is defensive at the moment and is just going through just a few of their own lessons that they need to get through to get on the other side. They have beautiful energy lines lined up for them. They want beautiful energy to come in, these beautiful feminine energies to come in. And yeah, they're definitely going to evolve into this you know, more at peace character, like someone who is more at peace. But there are things to complete, and they are at the forefront of their mind. They are, and it's necessary for them to sort of evolve. So even if that gives you a little bit of peace of mind, that it is necessary that they sort of grow and they come through the other sides of these lessons, just for them. And also it's lovely being with someone who is really ready for it. And if you have been in this connection for a long time, like, we constantly evolve and we constantly need to shed and renew. So like, if this is someone that you love and it's been really hard to connect with, just send them love and give them more time. Go back into your creative self, you know, move into your power and understand from there. You know, you're going to see so much more. At the moment, yeah, it's a little bit harder to see from this standpoint. But yeah, I really hope you like that. Again, if things didn't resonate, just leave them. It's a collective reading. And if just like, you know, a couple of things resonated, that's unreal as well. Feel free to like and share my page as well, or leave a comment if it resonated. That'd be lovely. And what else can I say? I do live readings on Tuesday nights, so at 8 o'clock on the Sarah Jane page. So jump on my page there, and if you want a personal reading, you can private message me as well on the Sarah Jane page. I think there's a button you can just hit there. So yeah, whenever you watch this, I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you again. Okay, bye-bye. This is for everyone who picked group number 2. And thank you for joining me if you haven't joined me before. My name's Sarah Jane. This is your pick a card reading on what your person is feeling right now with your connection. Your top card is Queen of Pentacles, which we'll talk about later. And I'll start with your tarot. The World. The Emperor. Ace of Cups. The Lovers. Nine of Cups. You couldn't write these cards. 10 of Cups, Temperance, 10 of Pentacles, and your completion card is King of Swords. Wow, 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 wow. Well, what this person is thinking, they think the world of this connection and of you. It's lovely. They do. They sort of portray this energy of being really resourceful, and that they could give you the world. I'm getting, like, even if it's not a physical way, like, they do really, they want to put that forth, like, that they are this empress, you know, like they could build an empire with you and take on the world. It's like endless possibilities. It's really nice. Ace of Cups, so it's this you know, it's overflowing. It's beautiful. It's and this is definitely the energies that they want to portray to you, but this is what they feel, which is so nice. And these energies are beautiful, but this is really like this feels like, you know, like the magic carpet ride, almost, that energy. But this is what they are truly feeling, which is this beautiful, abundant, flowing energy with this beautiful peace. You know, it's really whole. It's really lovely. This connection is running on something that is, even though this sort of feels a bit ego, it's almost like they're trying to show you that because they really want to express this emotion, but this emotion is so pure you can't even express it. So that's it. It's almost like that's it. They have this really true pure feeling for you. It's lovely. Their desire is the Lovers. So if this is a new connection, they want to definitely see it evolve into this beautiful love connection that has all this energy and blessed energy to be. If this is a connection like that you've been in a long time, a marriage as well, they just constantly are viewing this as this is the connection. They keep going, which is beautiful as well. Yeah, and if this is a marriage, you know, how wonderful that this is, you know, a husband or a woman figure, you know, like whichever one you are, that feels like they can pull resources and they have like endless possibilities. And from those belief systems, they get this, you know, pure state of you know, overflowing abundance, just, you know, that total connection of knowing that you're this endless supply of love and you know, and that's it. And then that is definitely their desire. And you know, this is 10 of Cups, total success in that family. You know, look at that beautiful family and the house over the hill, and you know, it's really humble energy. And this 9 of Cups is also like a wish come true. So if maybe you're in a connection where you don't have children yet, this is definitely energies, you know, that they're wishing and hoping for. They want to expand that. They want this love to, you know, be forever. And I feel like they're not lazy. They're not you know, they put in that effort to make it keep going. That is their desire. So they don't want something lustful. They want something deeper, a deeper connection than something sort of surface based. Definitely. It's, yeah. So if you are a little bit not as coming strong as them, maybe let them know that, you know, maybe one day you do hope to get to this too. It's just you need more time to get there, because this energy of them, you know, they see so much in you, and sometimes that can overwhelm someone. So just you know, maybe let them know that you're getting there if you're not there. If you're feeling this as well, you know, really honor it. And yeah, maybe let them know too. I feel like they would know if you do, because this energy is so lovely. You can't not feel beautiful energy like that. Yeah, and they're also doing a lot up in their energy world as well for the future. So even like past this sort of family unit, they want to grow the bigger community unit. They'll probably be um, involved, sorry, in lots of community activities. They might like to help run things and be quite a part of the community. So if that is something that, you know, you do see yourself in that sort of bigger picture, being a part of that, because that, I can feel that really does, you know, it is sort of what their life, one of their life purposes is. So it does fulfill them, you know, not just to sort of live a really small life. I feel like they're a little bit broader than that. And also, yeah, I've got, as the completion card here, the Knight of Swords, which is just really being in your power, knowing what you believe, and being quite strong in your opinion, which is a good thing, and understanding where you want to go, what you want to do. So I definitely think this person doesn't just see sort of this connection right now here. They're like doing lots of work in the energetic for it, you know, to pan out that, you know, the whole expansion of their experience, and not just with themselves, with you as well. So that's really cool. I'm going to look at your oracles. Oh, like number 2, it's so cool. That's so good. Yeah, this person's really ready for, you know, a really beautiful, strong commitment. Like I said, if you are already in this connection, that is just one of their priorities, you know. No matter what else is going on with them, they are constantly like, you know, okay, cool. Always making sure that this energy connection is solid, and is always mapping out for further, to constantly kind of line up with it, which is really cool. And that is how you keep a healthy relationship evolving. You enjoy the moment, and then, you know, foresee, you know, beautiful, brighter days ahead. That is how you do it. But let's look at your oracle cards. Of course. And also, guys, I don't know what the cards are until I read them. Like, I don't, you know, you couldn't pick these cards. But yeah, no, like, I just thought I'd let you know that. The heart chakra, beautiful. Spiritual union. The throat chakra. Letting go. Oh, just like there's 2. No, there's just 1. Believing in magic. Okay, cool. So you have the heart chakra, which is beautiful. So the heart chakra is, you know, in the heart, located in the heart space, in the center of your chest. And it is, a lot of people familiarize it with the color green. So you can imagine green light coming out of there. Some people imagine pink too, if that feels better. But yeah, it's just saying, really get your heart space lovely and open to receive this beautiful love. So yeah, again, if you are, you know, not, if this is a really new connection and you're still sort of wondering where it is going, just sort of like give yourself some time and let your heart space sort of be soft and just open up, just slowly, and there's no rush. Definitely think this could be a spiritual union. So a soul connection, twin flame connection, definitely there. So lots of, you know, again, sort of like energy, you know, in that astral world, work to do together. You guys might dream of each other, which is nice, or you might talk to each other in that higher self perspective. And we've got throat chakra. Talking. So yeah, really express what you want. If it is that you're really enjoying this connection, express that. If it is that you just need a little bit more time, express that too. Because we do have here letting go. So I do think that maybe that maybe you're just, this person feels really positive and maybe you're just a little bit hesitant. So again, like, you know, maybe just go back through and just see what maybe is holding you back. If you have been hurt before, maybe just go through that and just send that a little bit of healing, and ask that, you know, for your heart to understand that even though sometimes things do hurt our hearts, there's so many beautiful things in the world, and so many beautiful things to experience, and so many beautiful connections. Yeah, and your last card is to believe in magic again. So to believe in these endless possibilities, which is like the world card, that same sort of energy, just sort of like confirming that, like he or she, whoever this person is you're thinking of, yeah, is in this extremely positive state, and does believe, like, not necessarily like, you can believe in magic, that's awesome. You know, who doesn't love magic? But I really mean like believing in how magnetic you are, and how you deserve the world, you know. Like, I really feel like this letting go and believing in magic, it's just sort of like letting go of anything that, you know, is not flowing downstream for you. Surrender to flowing of life. Yeah, so like it's just like kind of confirming that it just wants you to really believe that, you know, we all deserve it all. So it's really nice to you know, raise our vibration up to that, and then make decisions, you know, in that really beautiful whole self. Yeah. And and beautiful overall card is Queen of Pentacles, which she is just that really beautiful mothering energy, like nurturing, soft. So it might be a really beautiful time for you to do some self-care, some self-love, you know, and really get in that heart space, and nurture yourself, and be really open and honest, and talk from your heart space as well, which is really cool. And know that this union has lots and lots of beautiful energy to flow into your experience, which is lovely. So nice. So I hope you enjoyed your reading today, group number 2. That was lovely. That connection is absolutely beautiful. So if you did really like it, and it resonated with you, you can like this video, or comment below, share my page, or if you would like to come to my page on a Tuesday night at 8 o'clock, I do a live reading. And if you want a private reading, you can private message me as well on the Sarah Jane page. Okay, have a good day. Bye-bye. This is for everyone who picked group number 3. The Hermit is your overall card. But we'll start with your tarot. The Hierophant. 3 of Cups. 5 of Wands. Page of Swords. 3 of Wands. Page of Wands. The Magician. Ace of Wands. High Priestess. Okay. So the Hierophant and 3 of Cups. I feel like the person feels like this connection is quite a celebration, quite fun. I also feel like this person feels like there's rules to this connection. Rules and regulations. And it might just be, I don't think they're really like deep, big rules, but it's something, and it's this sort of bickery energy with them. There's something that is sort of as fun, and they can find a lot of enjoyment in this connection. They do sort of feel like that there's a little bit of authority in this connection. Whether you are in their eyes, and this can just be in their eyes, quite often we don't know like this, but sometimes people will put you on a pedestal or put you in a higher a higher chain above them, and it just might affect them. It affects them in this way where maybe it sort of it gives it this sort of dramatic, like this sort of drama around it for them. I don't think this is like with anyone else. I feel like this is inside them. They see you, you know, in this highlight, but inside them, they don't know how to meet you. They don't know how to sort of come into an equal partnership. They're sort of viewing you from a different standpoint. But Page of Swords, they definitely do think about you a lot, like a lot. You can sort of see this wind in the background. It's sort of like this disruptive weather. They are a little bit disrupted by this connection. Not in a bad way, not like that they don't want this connection. It's more like it's more like they don't know how to make this connection work, but they're trying. With this sword, they're definitely trying. They're trying to figure it out. They're trying to figure out how they get out of this energy of it sort of eating them up. That's sort of like the energy I get. It sort of eats them up, that they can't sort of find a level where you are. They want to take a step out. They're sort of just viewing everything. They can feel that it's blessed. They can feel like it's a good connection, but they're still just standing still. There's just something in them that just doesn't want to take that step yet. And it's this vibration of not being able to like rise above it. There's something that they're just not rising above. And they know it. They sort of know that it's silly to put people on a pedestal, but they just sort of can't help it with you. Yeah, it's cool. Like it's, you know, Page of Wands. They're also using their intuition, so they were probably very drawn to you. Yeah, you would have been quite magnetic to them, I'd say. And yeah, that's why they sort of feel this pull. So they sort of have this gut feeling, but they also have this like sort of mental dialogue about it as well. They really do need to sort of fall into that heart space, but they can't yet because they can't, you know, they've put you up too high to become that equal partnership. So yeah, they just need to take that first step out in believing in themselves almost. But we do have these two pages, so there sort of is a decision to be made by them. And yeah, we'll see more in the Oracle cards if they are like sort of stepping into that power or not. But yeah, they are sort of just in this vibration. You have definitely given them food for thought. If this is an old connect, like you have been in this connection, and you know, it's sort of like something that you've been in a long time, and this is, you know, I definitely say this person does it, you know, loves this fun sort of side and this fun connection, but then there is sort of this like order and structure that has to come into it, which does sort of disrupt them a bit. They are trying to sort it out, like on how to raise their vibration, because it does. It's sort of like, even though this person does hold you in this high regard, it's hard to be with someone who doesn't, you know, what's the right word? Like doesn't kind of, if this is a marriage, you know, like it is hard when they are a bit low. You know, sometimes we've just got to like go, okay, cool, let's like bring the energy up into the connection, even if it is sort of like hard work and there's lots to do and da 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 da. Like, you know, there is order and structure, you know, when we create things together with other people, and it can weigh us down. It does suck sometimes to always have, you know, something on, something to do, blah, 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 blah. So if this is it, they are trying to get back into that good feeling space. You can kind of feel it, and it is coming, definitely. Yeah, and we have the Magician next. So I definitely think they're definitely at this turning point of like making themselves happier. And they have the Magician, and they're going to pull in, you know, all that beautiful energy in that heart space, wherever they need to be, wherever they need to go. There's all those beautiful flowers like roses and lilies at the bottom there, which just resemble all this beautiful sort of rebirth, you know, and they need it. They really want it. So it's good. And they've got Ace of Wands, really following their intuition, following what they want, instead of like sort of fighting these wands, you know, like instead of using your intuition in a way of it's supporting you, you know, and it not bringing you down. They're definitely using their intuition to sort of pop them back up, which is nice. And then they've got High Priestess, so they're definitely going through this massive change and awakening, growing up, understanding that they steer the ship. These lower vibrations in the start of their reading are just vibrations that they've maybe had from old patterning. They also got the Hermit card as their overall card. So they have, you know, if they have been retreating a bit lately, this is why. They've needed to go in to kind of bring that light back out and shine it back out into the world, and understand what they want. There's more to come from them. They've got more to sort of unveil and to see. And yeah, they're really creating their future, which is really nice. But when it comes to you, they have like kind of put you above the rest, above themselves, above everything, which isn't the healthiest way to be. So we'll just look at the oracle cards and just maybe see. Okay, cool. So they're the crown chakra, the base chakra. Okay, cool. Trapped in fear, take action, igniting courage. Okay, cool. So one just bounced out. So the crown chakra is directly above our heads, and it connects us to our higher self, that energy world that we are connected to, that we're constantly you know, manifesting into this world. So that's really cool. So if you are struggling to, you know, see eye to eye, get on the same page with your person, do it in the 3D. So that means talk to their higher self. So like just go in and go, hey, this has been going on. I'm feeling like this. Rah. You might not get any answers back. You might. What it will do, it will support the energetic connection up there, and you can talk directly to it and maybe get out some of the kinks that are you're not sure of, or are sort of disrupting this connection a little bit. And then base chakra, so it's both. It's the connection to our divinity and the connection to the earth. So yeah, when you feel like this, you do feel really out of alignment, because you just sort of you're not sort of centered at that top end or the bottom. So I just want you to imagine red light at your base of your spine, and it just shoots right down into the earth. And just understand that you're connected, and just white light or purple light straight through the top of your crown, and you're connected to all things, you know, all things are. So yeah, just if you can Google some chakra meditations. Valentina, I usually always put her link up. She has beautiful meditations. Yeah, so they're really nice. So I definitely say for you, and if you are currently in this connection, you know, it's not something that someone you're just thinking of, like, you know, that you're not actually in contact with. If you are, maybe they'd want to do these meditations with you too, just to sort of get their self back into that beautiful whole state to sort of raise themselves up to maybe where you are as well. We also have trapped in fear, and I think this is for your person. There's something that instead of living with a sense that they're going to be okay no matter what the outcome is, they're extremely fearful of outcomes at this stage, that they might not make many decisions at all. Also, their overall card is the Hermit, which just, not that the Hermit is trapped in fear, but he's very still, and this energy is also still. Your person might not make decisions very easily. You might have to help them do that a little bit, and really smallly maybe help them start making tiny decisions and let them broaden on that. Maybe when decisions don't go through, like express like, oh well, you know, maybe express how lighthearted things can be, and even if things don't go to plan, like how you can still have, you know, great things still do come out of it. I feel like that's what this person might have forgotten, that there's this really cool story about you know, like this young kid, he got these like really cool shoes, like blue high tops, and they had red stripes down the side, and he loved them, and he like never wanted to wear them in case they got ruined, and he used to just like put them on in his room and then put them back in the box and put them under his bed and make sure like no one ever touched them, any of his brothers or sisters, you know, they were his shoes. And one day he went to put them on and they didn't fit him anymore. And he realized he never really got to love them, you know, like really experience them and enjoy them and run in them and kick balls in them and get scuffs in them, because that is what our heart's for, and our life is for, to be experienced, and, you know, to have these experiences and not let fear hold us back, you know, to keep taking action. You know, I don't know if maybe one day you could show your partner this reading and just maybe express, you know, how important it is to take expired action when it comes up, and know if you fall that you're always supported and you can always make another decision, and, you know, have courage. Just because we have courage doesn't mean we're not scared. Just means we're scared, but we still do it. So, you know, it's you know, taking those steps, you know, faking it till you make it. I love that. Like, some people go, oh, you can't fake anything, rah. And I get ultimately you can't in the long run, but you can fake it till energy changes definitely into what you want. If you don't know how to start and you start just trying to move that, you know, doing slight little things that give you more courage, one day you will turn around and you will be the most courageous, you know, the most courageous lion in the room. That's just how it goes. We just get used to what we get used to. If we get used to fear, we get used to fear and it gets worse. If we get used to success, we get used to success and it just gets greater. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which way you go. It just matters what you focus on. So I feel like your person is just in a state of really kind of picking themselves back up and coming into this fuller state, just being in a quieter state. And look, they've got the Hermit. They've come out with lots of knowledge. They've got it there to do it. They're ready to take the step. They're just waiting. They're just waiting. They're like getting their breath back. They're getting their breath back. That's what they're telling me. They're getting their breath back. They're dropping these patterns. They're letting them go. But yeah, what they see in your connection is, you know, endless possibilities. You know, their intuition tells them that you are more, you know, you're more than they could have ever wished for, in a way. Like this pedestal they've put you on, you know, like I don't think they thought that someone like you would would even wonder what they think, you know, or what they feel. But they shouldn't think like that. They shouldn't think like that. They you know, they have all that beautiful love to give to, and yeah, they're getting ready to give it. They are. And like I said, if this is a connection, you know, that might be an older connection, they're coming back. If things have, you know, slowed them down and trapped them in a bit of fear, they've gone in and they've pulled it out, and they're going to come back up. They're going to meet you back up there. Yeah, they are. And just send them that love in that energetic world. Like I said, if you can't do it here, you know, just, you know, do it just when you got, you know, 5 minutes to yourself. Just sort of go, hey, you know, it's been really tough. We're not meeting up. You know, I'm just want to let you know I'm here. If you need to you know, come in, say anything, let me know how you feel. I'm here to support you. And yeah, and let them know it's really exciting to take action, even if it doesn't pan out the way we think. You know, half the fun's just trying. Sometimes you never know where it like leads you. So it's, yeah, really good for them to kind of get moving a little bit. And yeah, but they do think the world of you. They really do. And I hope you enjoyed that. But like I said at the start, if it doesn't resonate with you, just leave it. Or if there's just a few things that resonate, take those. If you want to like and share my page, I'd love that too. If you want a private reading, you can message me on the Sarah Jane page. I think that's it. Oh, and I do live readings at 8 o'clock on the Sarah Jane page on a Tuesday night as well. And this is a timeless reading, so whenever you watch this, or you can come back to it another time and pick another group for another connection, a friend connection or a family connection. Yeah, and I hope you enjoyed this. So have a great rest of your day. Okay, bye.